Hey everybody, it's Michael Mathias, and in this training session, I'm going to provide an overview on the affiliate rewards plan of Osuccess. So, in one of the last training sessions that I did, the focus was on the left side of this slide on what are the referral reward opportunities for affiliate products that are promoted. Now we're going to focus on what are the referral rewards available for product packages. So this is for the sale of Osuccess bronze, silver, and gold packages. Now, in general, what we've tried to do with this program is have it align with new economy principles rather than use the outdated, old school, old economy reward mechanisms. So with this new approach, you're going to see something very different than what you'd find in normal affiliate programs or network marketing programs. This has no levels to it. There are no placement hassles, which can be a pain in getting started with programs because there's a certain way you have to go. This is not a binary, so you don't have to be worried about where you are in the structure. There are also no purchase requirements for this program. There is no flush dynamic where you can lose out on certain volume of production. And there are also no commissionable volume games where the instead of the exact amount of what you sell, instead of being rewarded on that, you're rewarded on a percentage that is commissionable volume. So none of that goes on in this program. It is very unique, and the idea has been to create something that's fair, that's generous, and that's sustainable, that could be very long term. As is the case with virtually every affiliate program, there is a way to participate that is absolutely free, and this would be by becoming a basic affiliate. It has very limited benefits when coming in that way versus the benefits available by just paying a executive affiliate annual fee. Now that fee comes as part of the product packages, but it also can be paid for separately. So if you look at the right-hand column, the basic affiliate is very limited in terms of what they're able to receive from the sale of the packages, product packages, and then also for the sale of affiliate products. You're talking about 1% or 5% on the sale of affiliate products versus up to 20% on package sales for executive affiliates, and then up to 33% on affiliate products. So also there's differences in the bonus pool eligibility as well as the reward terms. So it really does make sense to become an executive affiliate. This slide is just meant to summarize that. Now the star rankings there's two types of ranks in the Osuccess program. The first one is star ranks, and then the higher ranks are called noble ranks. And these are just ways of delineating achievement and unlocking additional benefits. So star ranks, and this is, you can achieve those through performance, or you can also achieve them through the purchase of a product package. So this is giving you an idea of what product packages correspond to what star rankings. So bronze is a 1-star up to global as the 6-star. The higher ranks, and this is meant for achievement in building large organizations of affiliates. These are the noble ranks, and they run from ruby at the lowest end up to crown diamond. So let's talk about the rewards and we're going to focus on the product package rewards. So the first in this overview, the first, starting from the top right, direct rewards, and then going around the circle clockwise to prize pool, those 5 rewards are all associated with product packages. And then it's only that last circle, the affiliate rewards at the top left, that is dealing with affiliate product sales. So again, first 5 are they're all derived from product package sales. So this is just giving a bit of an overview as to what the purpose of each type of reward is. So the first one, direct reward, this is as it really implies, this is a direct reward for selling packages. And with this differential that's part of the direct reward, and we'll get into that, there is a built-in incentive to want to achieve a higher star ranking. And you'll see how that works in just a bit here. The super pool is really designed to reward leaders who are building teams of producers, people that are selling. And that's a significant award. That's 10% of all product package sales that happen on a monthly basis. The parallel pool, you're going to learn more about when we go over the differential of the direct rewards. You'll learn why it's important that there is an added incentive to when someone is at your rank or above. And the noble pool, as I explained, that's a reward pool that is designed to compensate those leaders who are building very large organizations of producers. And finally, the prize pool represents 1% of all the product package sales. And this is simply a way of recognizing individual sales achievement of a particular package during that month period. And so those are, for each package, there's a reward to the top seller. And then finally, the affiliate rewards, again, are for, those are not for product package sales. Those are for affiliate product sales. So let's talk about the direct reward. As you can see, it really starts at from 1% at a basic level and 2% for just an executive. It starts to get interesting with the 1-star rating, where you get paid 5% on up through the different star ratings, to a top level of 20% at the 6-star level. And these are paid weekly, these rewards, and the differential, so the difference between the lower levels of payment of reward and 20% is passed up. So 20% is always paid out on any product package sale. So the difference, if it's coming from, if the sale is coming from, say, someone who has a 1-star ranking, there is then a difference of 15% that gets passed up the star ranks. And so we'll go into the details of that here. So we'll set the scene by, you can identify with the bottom left there, and we're going to give you a 6-star rank, and you will have brought in directly, so that first ring is your direct enrolled affiliate, Dylan. You enrolled Dylan, and Dylan has a 4-star rank. Dylan enrolled Brittany, who has a 3-star rank, and Brittany enrolled John, who has a 1-star rank. Now, let's see what happens when John makes a sale to Anita, who purchases a titanium package. This is, a $12,825 package. And he, as a 1-star rank, will receive 5% of that product package sale. And then there is, as I told you, the full 20% will be paid out. So where does the rest of that go? Well, you basically move down the line of referral here. So we look at Brittany. Well, Brittany does have a higher rank there, so she gets the difference between her 13% that she's entitled to and John's 5%, so it's a difference of 8. 8% of his sale goes to Brittany, and that's just directly deposited into her digital wallet. Then there's still a difference of 7 here between the 20% that needs to be sent out. Well, if you move through the referral rings, Dylan had brought in Brittany. He has a 4-star rank, so there's a difference of 2% there. And so 2% of John's sale to Anita goes to Dylan. Just automatically gets credited to him. And then finally, the difference between 15% and 20%, that difference goes to you as the 6-star, and that rounds out the entire. So if you break that down and look at the blue numbers there, the 5% plus the 8% plus the 2% plus the 5%, that all equates to 20%. So let's do another example of that. Now Anita, who's a 5-star, goes and she brings in Jack, who purchases a gold package. So as a 5-star, Anita's entitled to 17% of that sale, which she picks up, and then in order to kind of pay out the full 20%, you have to look at the referral rings until you come to a 6-star, which in this case is you, and that difference of 3% gets paid to you on the sale of Anita, who is quite a ways away from where you are. You're very unlikely to know Anita. You may, but and this could go very far out. So that's the power of this model. So let's take one more example. So now Jack comes and brings on Pam, who buys a platinum package. And so he, as a 3-star, is entitled to 13%. And then he basically, the difference between his 13% and Anita's 17%, which is 4%, that goes to her directly. And then once again, that remaining 3% needs to find a 6-star, and that ends up being you down at the bottom left. So that is how that works, and it is a very powerful system, and you can see why ultimately you want to be, as high a rank as possible, so that you can pull the differential from all the activity happening, many rings of referral away from you. So let's move to the super pool. This again is a 10% of all product package sales each month, and it's computed in this way. So you need at least $1,000 in personal direct sales during the qualifying period, which is for a 3-month period. And for every $1,000 in personal direct sales, you are awarded a point. Now, that point is multiplied by a factor that depends on your ranking. So if you're a 0 to 1-star rank, it's multiplied by 0, and you actually are not qualified for the super pool. It really is for 2-star and above ranking. If you are a 2-star, you multiply by 1. If you're a 3 or 4-star, you multiply by 2. And if you're a 5 or 6-star ranked, then you multiply by 3. And that is done for anybody in your organization. So any of this is, if you look at this example over here, you're in the bottom left, and the only people that you directly enrolled are Jane over there as a 1-star, and Tom, and it looks like one other that, there hasn't been any activity yet. So maybe they just started. So you have, for the 3-month period, you have sales of 10,500. And so you definitely qualify. Jane would qualify. She has the right sales over 1,000. She could get a point, but unfortunately she's just a 1-star rank, so she's not eligible for the Super Bowl. Tom, on the other hand, as a 6-star like yourself, he has 35,000, and so he does qualify. And then the ring after that are all the direct affiliates of your ring 1. So this is, so Vince is an example. He's either sponsored by Jane or sponsored by Tom, and he has enough to qualify. He's a 2-star. Also Eric on that level. And then their directs, so then one of them is brought in, Susan, and she qualifies. And finally, it looks like Susan is likely to have brought in Linda. And this is, as we're getting further and further away from you, these are in your organization. This was a chain of referral that was begun by you. So each of those, there's a tally based on the personal direct sales of each of those that qualify. And we're going to go into exactly how this works. So just take this as the reference, and now let's take a look at this slide. So as we had talked about, Jane has the right sales level. She should get that. She should get a point, but doesn't because she's a 1-star rank. Vince has 3,095, so he's got a multiplier as a 2-star of 1, so that's 3 times 1, he gets 3 points. Susan, you'd think that maybe it's a roundup. The way the system works is it's for the level of the 1,000 that you achieve. So in this case, she's going to get an 8 multiplied by her factor of 2, so she'll get 16 points. Eric at 13.7, you multiply the 13 times 2, he's at 26. And Linda's at 57. Tom, with all those sales, is multiplied by 3, is at 105. And then you at 10,000 multiplied by 3 are at 30. So now let's calculate exactly your participation in this pool. So for your share of the super pool, first of all, we got to determine, what were the total company sales this month. We're going to use the example of 2.8 million, and we're going to multiply that by 10%. So we'll have 280,000 in the pool. And we're going to suppose that there was a total of 5,326 points in the pool. So dividing that 280,000 by 5,326, essentially every point equates to $52.57. So let's determine how we reach that. So Jane, again, nullified, but Vince has 3 points, Susan 16, Eric 26, Linda 57. All of those people are added together, and yours are included as well, and you get a grand total of 237 points, and that is multiplied by the 5257, and so your share of that pool in this particular example is $12,459.09. So essentially anyone that qualifies on your team is added into your total, and that is then figured out, and that's how you determine what your share is going to be. So again, it's on the personal direct sales of you individually, and then everybody on your team that also qualifies. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of how that's working. And again, the idea behind this pool is to reward those who are building significant teams of people who are producing. Let's talk about the parallel pool. This is 2%, and this goes back to when we were talking about the differential and the need for, once in the example of the where the 6-star is getting, you as the 6-star in that example, we're pulling in a number of differentials. Well, if the one of the people that you had directly enrolled becomes a 6-star, achieves that ranking, then you're cut off from all that flow of differential. So to reward for any situations like that, when either you're equal to or even someone's above you in rank and you've brought them in, this is the idea behind the parallel pool. And if you're a 1-star, you get a factor of 1 as the multiple. If you're a 4-star, it's multiplied by 2. And 5-star 3, and 6-star 5. So in the example, so here you're in the bottom left again, and you brought in Jacob. Jacob is a 5-star affiliate and has enrolled a higher ranked affiliate and someone of equal rank. And you can see in that next line there's a 6-star and a 5-star. So he gets, for the 6-star, there's a 5 points, and then he gets another 3 points for the 5-star. So that's a total of 8 points. Then you have yourself, who has just 1 of equal, and then Jacob is actually a lower rank, so that you don't get anything for that. But you do have 1 of equal, and so he's a 6-star, so you're getting 5 points for that. So assuming the same monthly product package sales of 2.8 million times the 2%, there's a 56,000 pool available, and then you divide that pool by the total number of parallel points in the system. That'll give you a reward per point, and then you're going to multiply that by however many points that you are entitled to. So in the case of Jacob, it's going to multiply by 8, whatever that amount is. And we don't know that amount until we know how many people are in the system that have equal or higher rank. And then in your case, it would be multiplied by 5. So that's how that is computed. The Noble pool, again, 3% of the monthly total sales of product packages. This, we're not going to get into the criteria because, and there'll be a slide coming up that will be explaining the current scenario, because again, we don't have the 6 product packages available. There's only 3. And so we're going to have different criteria in the short term for the achievement of the Noble Pool. But essentially, the Noble Pool is built around high rank achievement in your Ring 1. So those are your direct affiliates. as well as your team, which is your whole organization. And we'll do an example of how that's going to be working in the near term. The prize pool, it's 1% of the total product package sales. It's a monthly reward that there's 5 separate prizes, and this again in the early until November 16th, we're going to be limited to just the silver and gold. So we'll have a slide describing that, but going further out, it'll always be 5 separate monthly prizes. The weighting of that 1% is what that ratio is about. So 40% of the 1% that it would be rewarded is going to go to whoever sold the most global in a month. And then just 5% of that total 1% amount will go to the winner of the most silver packages sold. And then the last line on there is the minimum sale to qualify as the winner for that month. And should there be a product or a prize that's not awarded, let's say nobody was able to sell 5 titanium packages in a particular month, that amount that would have been awarded just rolls over to the next month and then is added to the next month's winner. So that always is retained and always rewarded. So that's just working through an example. I think that's pretty straightforward. Direct rewards on affiliate product sales. This is, so we're just going to deviate for one moment and talk about the affiliate product sales again. This is for the direct rewards on affiliate product sales. Keep in mind from the previous training that there are tiers of additional reward that's available on affiliate product sales for rings, and much of that depends on star ranking. So that is a whole added dimension of reward that we're not even considering at the moment. This is very simply this is the simplest form of affiliate product sales, that ring 1 reward. So this is people that you directly introduced an affiliate product to. Let's use the example again of Travelium VIP. You're going to get 26% provided that you're 2-star rank and above. If you aren't at that level, you're eligible for a 1-star or for 15% as a 1-star rank. And then if you were to sell a VIP product as an executive affiliate, you're making 10%. As a basic affiliate, 5%. So that's how that works in general, and I think that's fairly self-explanatory. This just kind of reviews the different rewards that are available. Again, there's 20% going out for direct rewards, 10% for super pool, 2% for the parallel pool, 3% for the noble pool, 1% for the prize pool, and then again, separate from that is the 10 to 33% on affiliate products. The package repurchasing and upgrade, there is the ability, and we'll talk about this in the next slide. There is the possibility that you would want to repurchase a package. There's also, of course, the possibility that you'd want to upgrade. And so it's important to know that upgrades, you're not paying the difference between the products. You are paying the full amount of the upgrade, and you're getting all that comes with that package. So the reason that you would be interested in repurchasing is there is an earning cap with each package, and that can be renewed through repurchase. And there's also a repurchase discount. And so those are where the earning caps will be going forward. Once we have the full program in effect. In the shorter term, there's some special promotions, and we'll get into that. So as it relates to the direct reward, instead of there's only the silver, the bronze, silver, and gold packages available. Because of that, we are changing from between now and November 16th. We are going to bump up the bronze direct reward to 10% from 5%, and we're going to bump up the silver from 8% up to 13%, and then we're going to bump the gold direct reward up from 13% up to 20%. So it's a very generous direct reward for this period. It's that is going to stay through November 16th. At that point, we will introduce the additional packages, and we'll also resume where this normally would be. So it's just a good short-term opportunity for those who take action. On the super pool, until the 16th, it just simply there won't be a 5 to 6 star multiplier there. So you'll be working with the 2-star and the 3-star multiplier, but it's a minor change on that one. Whereas the direct reward, it's a big difference. On the parallel pool, we're also limited to the 3-star, so that'll just be on those who have 3 stars. So you would need to be a 3-star ranked affiliate, and then you get a share of this. You get a point in this pool for every 3-star that you've directly brought into the business. And on the prize pool, again, as I noted, there's no platinum, titanium, and global until November 16th. So it's just the silver and the gold, and so the weighting changes. So that 1%, 33%, a third of that is going to go to the top silver salesperson, and the 2/3, 66%, will go to the top gold package salesperson. On the Noble pool, this is just a revised. That's going to be computed differently after November 16th. So this is until that point. There's this is, if you look there, it's a Ring 1 3-star. So these are people on Ring 1 that have 3-star, and then those on your team that have achieved 3-star. And so that's the route into achieving the Noble pool in this period until November 16th. And then on the earning cap and the repurchase discount, it's adjusted to a much higher level during this period up until the 16th. So the purpose is not to give a presentation here. It's just to walk you through some of the points. I feel like this is covered before. Again, we can reiterate the strength of the affiliate product bonus plus the product package bonus, and the power that is delivering, and the potential rewards that you can generate from that. And then, of course, the the great incentive that's on right now for the pioneers who are taking it on, and committing by September 10th. I mean, this is an unprecedented level. There'll never be this kind of a, this level of Travelium vouchers, will never be offered again. And so this is a very attractive way to really start building out clients for the Travelium service, and attracting a good amount of people for the VIP membership. And so that goes over that. Then we'll just cover these last few slides. So the Osuccess Master Affiliate Program is free to join and available by invitation only. We have the current invitation system running through till September 10th. And then we are going to be introducing a new invitation system that works similarly, in that it's based on invitation and reservation. So that will be perpetuated, and we'll be talking about that and having some information about how that system will work. It'll work differently, but there'll be some similar elements to it that will be used on an ongoing basis. The direct bonus will be paid on the beta period ending September 10th at midnight GMT. The bonus pools for that period, from the very start until September 10th, those will be added to the rest of what happens in September. And so the parts in August will just be added into September, and those monthly pools will be paid after the conclusion of September. And the reason for that is that it was too brief of a period for us to be paying those, because we just started the payments in August. The Osuccess packages must be fully paid by September 10th to be eligible to receive the double bonus rewards. That's a very important point. And then these special direct reward and bonus pool promotions that we just went over, those will run until November 16th. Now, there's been some questions on what if someone reserved a package at a lower level and want to upgrade, or what if they did the reverse? They maybe said they wanted the gold, and now they're thinking they would instead go with silver. Let's talk about those scenarios. So on the on the upgrade, there is a scenario that we can deal with right now that would allow us to process an upgrade. And obviously, that's a good thing if someone wants to upgrade. And so they would benefit from getting the double bonus of the higher package that they're buying. So that there is a route. On the downgrade, it's actually, we need to code a way to do the downgrade. We won't have that coded until after September 10th. So it is something that will get handled after September 10th, and so you can contact support after that point. And there is, as there's an incentive on the upgrade, there is a penalty, so that, it just is something that needs to be there, so that we don't have people misrepresenting what they were intending to do. And so it's a simple penalty of that. They're just the bonus that comes with each package. You just wouldn't get the bonus. So even though you're now, instead of getting the gold, you get the silver package, you wouldn't get the bonus that comes with that because of the downgrade. And again, it's just an incentive, or it's a way of, we really need people to stay consistent with what they had said. It is understandable if people start to think, maybe I should upgrade, and there's obviously an added incentive to do that. The downgrade, it's a little different of a dynamic, and so really, this is kind of what we thought was the most fair way to deal with someone deciding, that they weren't going to go what they had said they had done, because they got to benefit from elements of the program, and then aren't following through with what they said. So, we had to figure out a way to deal with that, and that was the conclusion. We've also got some questions on, how are the Osuccess commissions going to be paid? So Osuccess commissions on product package sales are deposited directly into your digital wallet. The direct rewards and the differential are distributed on a weekly basis, and that's going to happen 1 week after the sales period is completed. And sales periods end on Tuesday evenings at 12 midnight GMT, so that's how that's computed. All of the Osuccess product package commissions are distributed as USDT or equivalent stablecoin. It's just because of the volatility of anything besides the USDT or USD stablecoins, because the packages are computed in USD, so we needed to have something stable to keep track of all the commissions. It's just virtually impossible to do with something that's moving the way many things, including GRN, move. So that, we've got a lot of questions of why are we doing it that way. There's really no other way that really makes sense. Otherwise, there's just incredible risk being taken on the fluctuation of currency, whatever the currency is that's being used. Monthly pools are distributed 1 week after the end of the monthly sales period, and the monthly periods end at 12 midnight GMT on the last day of each month. It's also important to point out that we are using GRN for all the rewards on affiliate product sales. So, people were not understanding that, and I mean that is, Green Power is positioned as a global rewards currency and will be used in a very incentivized way within the Oreo affiliate programs. So, that will be the currency, the reward currency of choice, and the way that we'll be incentivizing that is essentially that will make the service, the entire management of their affiliate program for a company, basically free, provided that they're rewarding their affiliates in Green Power. So this is a very important part of the strategy for increasing utility of Green Power. And, so we really believe that when you think about how big of an impact it can have to add blockchain technology to an affiliate program, and again, we covered that on the previous training, but it cannot be really emphasized enough how much it changes the game of affiliate marketing. And so Oreo is going to be offering any company that is running an affiliate program the ability to run a blockchain-based affiliate program. And they can do that for free, provided they say that, provided that they use Green Power to reward their affiliates on any sales that they make. So that is, I can't emphasize that enough, because it's a really important part of what we're doing. So on that, I will conclude this particular training and look for more in the future. Thanks everybody.